Dubwise, I'm to a T here. It's Phoenix AZ, 602. To let you know, the city life, the ghetto. Don't get no more raw than this. Any pain or hurt or sorrow that comes upon my way is my fault. I provoked it from the bad choices that I've made. Like letting the devil tempt my mind. Do the thoughts he got inside, I try to hide. Everywhere I go, he seem to find. He made me blind, I cut him off. No more manipulation, know what I want, no hesitation. Don't need no more stimulation. All does get me in situations. There ain't no path for me to follow. That means I gotta make my own. If I stay on the right track, not depend strictly on my rights or wrongs. So maybe if I choose to do evil, I'll be sent straight to my fate. But if I do good and have faith, maybe I'll enter the gate. But see, I'm daily presented with so many envious possessions. I wake up at 9 and break the 10 commandments by 11. I'm in a despicable spot and it's my fault. I choose wrong over right. I'm a sinner for life and I can't halt. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. The streets aren't gold, instead everything's black. And before my eyes, my whole life unfolds. I'm in a despicable spot and it's my fault. I choose wrong over right. I'm a sinner for life and I can't halt. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. The streets aren't gold, instead everything's black. And before my eyes, my whole life unfolds. I'm in a typical situation, having a reality check. My cousin just died, they just stabbed him in the neck. So what do? I just maintain my cool. But I still got homies dying even at school. I got nothing but sympathy for all my dead homies' families. And I love my own family, that's the reason I gotta make them happy. I gotta come up in this world full of haters and negative energy. The game bangers, the slangers, and the freaks. Because you never know who gon' come next. It could be God, it could be the devil, it could even be death. It's okay if you don't wanna believe me. But in my life, almost all my best friends try to deceive me. I'm in a despicable spot and it's my fault. I choose wrong over right. I'm a sinner for life and I can't halt. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. The streets aren't gold, instead everything's black. And before my eyes, my whole life unfolds. I'm in a despicable spot and it's my fault. I choose wrong over right. I'm a sinner for life and I can't halt. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. The streets aren't gold, instead everything's black. And before my eyes, my whole life unfolds. Before I ever drip one drop of my sinful blood, personal apologies to all of those who only had simple love. I can imagine being held captive by a single touch, handled by hate, brought to my fate with my lifelong lust. There's so many confusing concerns for that which does not help. But only never do they wonder what either one has felt. Lifeless through all life, cause time's a bloodline of hell. Succeeding and bringing nothing but destruction to ourselves. We are a magnet to panic when put under pressure. Put at ease as quickly as smoking bees when it comes to pleasure. Unable to ever see the weight of gravity pulling anger. Stuporous to the fact we lure ourselves to danger. We get a bite every time our bait is still not to catch. Repeating the task cause it won't want enough, we need to take the clan. Infecting all 5 elements necessary for mass survival. Praying hard and expecting results, but disregard the Bible. Technology will lead us, but it's nothing without resources. We need remorsement in order to endorse nature's importance. But we still cut trees, contaminate water, pollute the air. Smoking and driving, still wondering why the sky's not clear. We worsen every time there's a news breakthrough to make us better. Thinking we're clever, but endeavor, all silence is severed. The kicking and screaming of the conscience is never heard. Torture from disbelief in a virus without a cure. Politicals drain all sufficient funds, so we go nuclear. But since then, AIDS been released, so now we have a new fear. And there's morphine in some of the drugs we take, I don't know how. But I don't seem to be seeing any gangster chemists running around. I'm bound to unveil the experience of a brain meal, not knowing when knowledge levels by subliminal things we hear. And I can't deal with handling with my patience any longer. I need a meal, reading to get rid of these thoughts of hunger. And I can feel my brain grows, I'm learning and getting stronger. The only thing I might be afraid of is God's lightning and thunder. I'm under 2 tons of stress because I'm living fail. My flaws and blots coming back, claiming my soul to take me to hell. But I can't go now, cause I don't know how to throw in the towel. Gotta gather around everybody, that's why I'm living now. For me and myself and nobody else, I'm in need of help. You can even taste the smell of my dying health. Ready to take me out, make me shout till I can't open my mouth. And I'm in pain forever, ouch. Like the shadows in the city, melting in the sun. There's nowhere to run or go or come from, nowhere the kingdom come. And there's no kind of help unless you help yourself and pray for days. There's no cure for insanity, no aid when you're the host of AIDS. Forgotten, left abandoned, unwanted, ignored. No more of you, like if you just slipped right off of the world. You could paint the whole town red and you still wouldn't be noticed. Haven't you noticed? The level of rejection is hella potent. The one whose schools get shot up, little kids be getting locked up, little girls be getting knocked up. In America, it's all fucked up. I'm in a despicable spot and it's my fault. I choose wrong over right. I'm a sinner for life and I can't halt. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. The streets aren't gold, instead everything's black. And before my eyes, my whole life unfolds. I'm in a despicable spot and it's my fault. I choose wrong over right. I'm a sinner for life and I can't halt. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. The streets aren't gold, instead everything's black. And before my eyes, my whole life unfolds. We kill killers to teach people not to kill, but the fact that we kill just gives killers another skill. How the hell can we publicize the death of a human being and let our instinct put to extinct so many living things? As vital the way we cast away central greetings for our involvement. Not the better of mankind, but money is our main target. Trade is not enough for us for the fact we aren't to rule. Competition sets in and gives our minds a jealous fuel. Consuming the worst, we panic and take drastic actions with the best of tactics, destroying any hope we had for peace in this god-awful planet. Then wish we had it when we ran out of things we took for granted. Then wish we had it. Isn't it ironic the way it happened? I'm in a despicable spot and it's my fault. I choose wrong over right. I'm a sinner for life and I can't halt. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. The streets aren't gold, instead everything's black. Before my eyes, no life unfolds. I'm in a despicable spot and it's my fault. I choose wrong over right. I'm a sinner for life and I can't halt. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. The streets aren't gold, instead everything's black. And before my eyes, no life unfolds. I got a significant sequence of indifferences that gives me visual contact with my inner senses. The more the glory, the better the feeling. The longer the story, the more in the telling. So what the hell am I smelling? The stench of some cowardness? I bet it is, cause out of 100%, 90% of them is. But they claim they ain't, I can smell them a mile away. They be stinking way more than some really stank dank. Well, at least my friends know what I'm saying, cause if you're my real friend, then only you should be knowing if I be faking or being real or actually being myself or not. Cause very rarely I change face, but when I do it's hot. Independently deciphering situations to my advantage. Don't get physical, leave it as spinal with mental damage. I don't like to fight, just like to light, get high all night. But if you test my might, I'll stretch you like stalagmite. I'm in a despicable spot and it's my fault. I choose wrong over right, I'm a sinner for life and I can't halt. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. The streets aren't gold, instead everything's black. And before my eyes, no life unfolds. I'm in a despicable spot and it's my fault. I choose wrong over right.